What's up, idols? It's CC Lesson 3. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Han Seo-hee. You guys know that name? There's a good chance you do, but if you don't, real quick, think of any K-pop scandal from like the last 7 years. Just think of any random scandal you can think of. I'll give you a minute. Did you think of one? Well, there's a good chance that this girl was involved in that. I cannot understand how one woman is so connected to so many different scandals in Korean pop culture. It is literally baffling. And the only reason I even bring this bitch up, sorry, alleged bitch.
There's an active lawsuit going on right now.
It was about 4 days ago, I was reading an article and saw the name Han Seo-hee, and I was like, wait.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
That sounds familiar. That cannot be this girl still causing problems in 2024. This time, allegedly, she leaked some cacao messages between her and a famous actor in South Korea. She's been actively causing scandals from 2016 to 2024. Like, she almost have a 10-year career of scandals alone. So that's what this video is about. We're gonna get into every single one of her scandals that I could find on the internet. I did not know this video was gonna be as long as it's gonna be. Everything I've researched, I found more. There was always more. There's always another rock to turn over. Everything from accusations against well-known actors, driving people to commit suicide, various idols being forced to leave their respective K-pop groups. We're gonna get into it. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm gonna do like a bonus or honorable mention round because she's made a lot of claims and a lot of the claims have no evidence. I'm gonna save that for the end because it's not quite a scandal, but it's definitely worth mentioning, so please stick around to the end. So for a little background on this bitch, alleged bitch. Han Seo-hee was born in Apgujeong, Seoul, South Korea on September 2nd, 1995. And unfortunately, this is a rare L for the Virgos because I love Virgos. I love Namjoon. Marika, my homegirl, she's a Virgo. I love Virgos. Virgo sarang, hey. By the way, speaking of Virgos, please do not get Han Seo-hee, the subject of this video, mixed up with actress Han Seo-hee. It's a very slight difference in their name. Han Seo-hee is the actress from Jungkook's 7 video. She's a very lovely woman, no relation to this girl whatsoever. And it's unfortunate because even when I was Googling Han Seo-hee, this girl, this trainee scandal queen, Han Seo-hee's Instagram kept coming up. I was like, wait, that's not her. So some people have been getting them mixed up. Please do not confuse the two. Anywho, back to Han Seo-hee. She started her career, if you can call it that. She was apparently a trainee from 2013 to 2016. But was she? This is where things get a little juicy. There's a lot of speculation that she lied about her status as a trainee because there are companies that she claimed to have trained for, but there's no evidence, no contracts, nothing that proves that she actually trained with these people. She claims to have trained with YG, Pledis, FNC, and Jellyfish. She claimed to be signed with FNC, but apparently she was deemed unqualified to sign the contract. I don't know what they mean by unqualified, but no, she never signed a contract with FNC. And I've seen a lot of articles refer to her as a former YG trainee. But when I did my research, there was an article from 2019 where YG, the company, made a statement that she never actually signed a contract with them. So I don't know why so many sources call her a YG former trainee. I don't know, maybe she was and they wanted to hide it. I don't blame them because she brought a lot of negativity to YG and its brand. But in 2015, it was revealed that she was signed under Jellyfish for 1 month. She was expected to debut with Gugudan, and here's the statement. It was about 1 month from June 2015 to July 2015 when she was a trainee. She didn't attend practice without permission and had plastic surgery without consulting the company, so we terminated the contract. Now, Han Seo-hee admits to skipping on practice, but she denies ever getting plastic surgery, and this is what she said. It is true, I did not attend without permission, but I didn't have plastic surgery. I was a trainee and had a slump, so I stayed at home. Jellyfish was trying to appease me and asked me to come in, but I didn't want to go to the dorm. At the time, I had a house where I lived alone, and I was going to debut in the group. So with this, you know, we're not off to the best of starts regarding her character, are we? So yeah, though she claimed to be a trainee under various companies, the only one that there's actual physical evidence for is Jellyfish. So now we're gonna get more into the scandal-y part of her career, if you want to call it that. In 2016, this is the first time she was accused publicly of using illegal substances. And this is what she said about that. I had a dream.
I got a dream.
What is your dream?
To have a dream.
It's the difference between what I want to do and what I can do. I gave up my dream of becoming a singer in March of 2017. I don't want to commit secondary harm. She committed a lot of secondary harm. So with that, we're gonna get into the actual first publicly known scandal. So the first major one, we're gonna take it back to an OG K-pop group, Big Bang. Big Bang signed to YG. They were like one of the first K-pop groups to have global mainstream attention. For the fellow VIPs, who is your bias in Big Bang? For me, it's always been Taeyang. Now, this group is already no stranger to scandal. Daesung accidentally killed a person in a car crash. GD also faced illegal substance uses back in the day, like in 2011. And do I even need to say anything about Seungri?
No.
But we're about to talk about T.O.P. So in 2017, I remember this because I had just got to Korea. I read an article that, it was actually on the news too, that T.O.P was in the hospital because he tried to end his own life. And we're like, what? So this bitch, allegedly, decided to come out and claim publicly that she smoked with T.O.P. And this is while she was already under her own drug investigation. So this connection came out while they were investigating her. And T.O.P and her were apparently dating at the time as well. Initially, he denied it,
But eventually he admitted it.
and you know, T.O.P got a lot of judgment from that. He faced a lot of backlash, his career took a hit, and he did try to end his own life. And it's reported that the then CEO, Yang Hyun-suk, told her she should leave Korea and go to the US and stay there until T.O.P enlists in the military because his service was coming up. So T.O.P was sentenced to 10 months of a suspended prison sentence. Now the next one, surprisingly for her, it's not a drug thing. We're gonna try and go in chronological order, so this is also in 2017, but it's in November of 2017. Do you guys know the actor Yoo Ah-in? He used to be one of my favorite actors. I still think he's a very talented actor. It's just unfortunate all the personal, like, illegal substance abuse claims he's facing right now, but he's still a real one. So yeah, in November 2017, Yoo Ah-in made some comments online that a lot of netizens viewed as misogynist. This is what he said. Those so-called feminists out there slashing the reputation of very famous people and violating their rights, causing the victims to endure this harsh reality. And for those who don't know, Yoo Ah-in is a self-proclaimed feminist, so that's why he says so-called, saying that these aren't actual feminists and they're making feminists look bad. That's my take on it anyway. So Han Seo-hee decided to make herself relevant again, and she chimed in, and this is what she said to him. Stop cosplaying as a feminist. I'm not the one who's taking advantage of feminism. It's laughable. And she also included a quote that was allegedly said by Yoo Ah-in. They don't call men male actors, but they call women female actors. It means that in reality, women still have not reached an equal level in society. And Yoo Ah-in's response was feisty. He said, don't spit on a smiley face, just eat this hashtag rice cake. I'll delete this for you tomorrow, be angry as much as you want. Here's another hashtag gift for you. And he added a pill emoji.
And oh shit! Oh shit!
It is a little ironic given everything going on with Yoo Ah-in now regarding drugs, different drugs, but still drugs. I'm saying drugs too much, I'm gonna get demonetized. So then Han Seo-hee responded a little bit immature, so she kind of took the L in this argument, in my opinion, but she said, what did you say? I couldn't hear you because your penis is so small, LOL.
Okay.
And then she added a post with 2 men and a pink heart emoji because there's been rumor that Yoo Ah-in is gay. Then there's an Uljang named Kang Min-hyuk, I don't know who he is, but he made comments supporting Yoo Ah-in, and he said, Han Seo-hee was someone with pain in her heart. So then Han Seo-hee responded to him by calling him a potential rapist.
What?
She likes to just make these accusations and use these words carelessly, not giving a fuck about who it affects, because he was under police investigation for this. They had to see, wait, did he actually rape somebody? He was cleared of all suspicion under this investigation, but he was diagnosed with depression and panic disorder because of it. So this one was also in 2017. This was in November of 2017. Do you guys know Harisu? If you saw the video I did in June about the first transgender K-pop group in Korea called Lady, then you might remember Harisu because she's the first transgender celebrity in Korea. I've said it before, I gotta say it again, Han Seo-hee is a very proudly self-proclaimed feminist, and I feel like she is the type of feminist that make feminists look bad. Especially in Korea, they hate feminists in Korea. But she made some comments about not seeing trans women as women. This is what she said. When I started on Instagram, I made a lot of posts concerning feminism. Many people, some transgender and some not, send me direct messages. To put it simply, they asked me, since trans women are women too, please post about our rights as well. But I do not think trans women are women. Biologically, I do not think of them as women. How can you be a woman if you have a penis? Sigh. I'm only gonna speak out for women. So then Harisu replied. She said, if you want to become a public figure and are a celebrity, you need to think about the weight of your words and how much impact they will have. I feel sad for this person's character and behavior. There are people who have hysterectomies due to illness or cancer. If we go by what she said, are those people no longer women? And in my opinion, she made a valid point, but because South Korea is already not very LGBTQIA plus friendly, she's the one who got the backlash, not Han Seo-hee in this. It was all blamed on Harisu, and she felt compelled to release an apology, and she did apologize for her statement. In fact, they often blame the LGBTQ community for South Korea's rapidly declining birth rate.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
So now for this 4th scandal, this is the first time I ever started to recognize her name and started to see a pattern here. This is when I first started to see her for the problematic, failed, idol, trainee, desperate for relevancy. this is what she is. Her next victim was unfortunately B.I. If you guys know iKON, you know B.I. used to be the leader of the group, but he's actually killing it with his solo career right now, and I'm very grateful for that because I'm also a fan of his. So in April and May of 2016, she allegedly sold weed and LSD to B.I. It's just funny because she sold drugs to T.O.P allegedly, and she also sold drugs to B.I allegedly, but she vehemently claims— Pause. Y'all gotta forgive me for that. I definitely just said vehemently, like Vietnam, but ently added to it. I meant to say vehemently. I'm not dumb, I swear. But she vehemently claims she is not a drug dealer. And according to Dispatch, B.I said he wanted to try these hallucinogens because he wanted to be a genius. But this incident wasn't made public until June of 2019, and initially YG denied the accusations and the claims. All of the headlines said that B.I attempted to purchase these things from her, but he never actually did. But it was later revealed that he actually did, allegedly. So the then CEO, Han Seo-hee, tried to get her to reverse and retract her statement, and he allegedly threatened her, but we'll get into his scandal a little bit later in the video. So B.I was sentenced to 4 years probation, and he would face 3 years in prison if he violated his probation. He was also fined 1.5 million Korean won. He had to do 80 hours of community service and 40 hours of drug education courses. And as we all know, this is the incident that led him to leave iKON. It was said that he didn't want to bring further negative press and negative attention and destroy the reputation of his fellow members, so he left the group. Speaking of leaving K-pop groups, number 5, we're gonna stay in 2019 because this was a busy year for her. So in autumn of 2019, Monsta X had just had a comeback with their song Follow. A banger, when suddenly the news came out that Wonho was leaving Monsta X. I don't know about you, but I was heartbroken and I was very investigated as to why, and I desperately wanted him to return to the group. So in 2019, Jung Da-eun, who was the girlfriend of Han Seo-hee, claimed that at the time, during Wonho's trainee days back in the day, they were friends, and Jung Da-eun accused Wonho of being a delinquent, being in debt, owing money to people, and using illegal substances. So yeah, I remember fans were very upset. They rallied behind Wonho. I remember people would stick post-it notes on the Starship building begging for him to come back. I also did that.
So the other thing I wanted to do today was to go to Starship's building because I support Wonho and I want him back in the group like most of their fans. So I'm gonna leave a post-it note in vain on the building because they take them down anyway, but this is my silent little protest, so she's leading me to Starship.
I will be your guide.
I'm gonna put this on their building if they don't kick me out.
Mine says yeah. Angry.
Mine says Hosok Bogo Shipoyo, 7 members, and then Wonho Wonhae, we want Wonho, and then she wrote we, and then this, oh no, I ripped it. Let's put these up for people looking.
Okay. Just gotta go fast and we gotta run.
It's gonna blow away.
Never!
Never.
Alright, she got it done. So now we gotta run. Let's go this way.
Belly. And my note didn't last but a minute. Yeah, we put our signs up. Literally 10 seconds later, he was reading them and it took him right down. I don't know, but what he's going through is BS and this girl sucks.
Well, I'm a fighter.
And like B.I with iKON, Wonho elected to leave Monsta X to avoid tarnishing their reputation, bringing down the group, or giving them negative press, so he left. It's crazy though because in 2020 he was proven innocent of all charges. Nothing stuck. The courts cleared his name. He has a solo career that's doing okay, and he'll be out of the military in a few months, but still. Like, he left the group because of this bogus claim, allegedly. But speaking of Monsta X, they were not done with this group yet because Shownu is the next victim. Literally around the same time, Jung Da-eun, whatever the fuck her name is, claimed to have received an email that showed that Shownu was pursuing a married woman. And this one didn't become a big deal because Starship was already dealing with the Wonho backlash. And they said, look, if y'all, if any more false allegations come out, we are suing you savagely.
Hey, what's up, money? You got a problem? What you looking at my ass for? Nah, yo, hold my poodle. Hold my poodle. Hey, yo, what's up? Y'all got a problem? Y'all want some of this? You want some of this, punk? What? What, boy, what? I take the both of you. Marcus.
They also released a statement that said Shownu was involved with this woman before she was married, and when he reached out to her again, he did not know that she was newly married. He found out much later. This is why I call them clout chasers, because like you deemed it necessary to make this public based off of one troll email you got. They wanted so badly to ruin careers and reputations, and I find this especially odd because autumn of 2019 was a busy season in the world of K-pop because in October of 2019, Sully from FX took her own life. And then in November of 2019, Guada from Kara took her own life. And the reason I bring this up is because Han Seo-hee and Guada were allegedly really close friends. They took their own lives after dealing with scandal, public backlash, and private issues. So like, to lose a close personal friend like that and still be trying to put this out there about other people, like, especially after what happened with T.O.P, clearly shows you do not care. Guada even sent a final text to Han Seo-hee saying, "I'm just going to sleep all day tomorrow alone after taking medication." Like, we already know self-harm is like a major problem in South Korea. So like, why would you make people want to do that by ruining their careers? Just think about this string of events. While she was under investigation, T.O.P came up and tried to kill himself. While he was under investigation, B.I was brought up and his career took a hit. While he was under investigation, the then CEO of YG had to resign because he tried to cover that up and allegedly threatened her, and let's get into his scandal now. He was investigated for blackmail because he allegedly made threats against Han Seo-hee in order to get her to recant her statement. I mean, and not to defend him because he's trash, like he's got his own issues, but think about how you would feel if you were him, you know? The whole T.O.P thing, Big Bang, that they were under YG, and then B.I and Icon also under YG. This one girl. So as the investigation and court proceedings progressed, things came out, including some text messages. It was revealed that Han Seo-hee met the then CEO of YG and there's two different sources that call this two different things. One source said that it's a high-end brothel, but some articles said it was an upscale prostitution bar. I don't know what the difference is, but apparently she worked there, allegedly. And in these text messages that were revealed in court, she referred to him as Oppa, which implied that they were kind of close and familiar with each other. You don't call a stranger Oppa. And they used this evidence because she claimed that she was scared of him. But like, you don't call somebody you're scared of Oppa, do you? And these text messages also made it clear that they met each other more than 10 times. So he might actually be the reason she was introduced to so many of his YG artists. He allegedly made a statement to her saying, "It would be really easy for me to make things difficult for you." And during the cross-examination, Han Seo-hee got very aggravated and she called him trash on the stand in court. She said, "I don't know why I was afraid of that trash. I would have cussed at him then. It's my biggest regret." Really? That's your biggest regret? After all this, huh? That's your biggest regret? Anyway, Yang Hyun-sik, why can't I say his name? Hyun-suk was acquitted of all these charges in December 2022. However, in November 2023, this was vacated. And he was actually sentenced to 6 months in prison with 1 year of probation. I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know all this was happening. So now the last major scandal that I could find about her, and the whole reason I'm even making this video to begin with. Fresh from this year, 2024. Now, I only know this actor from Business Proposal, but I understand that he's a pretty popular and famous actor in Korea right now. Han Seo-hee. So like 2 weeks ago, she allegedly leaked some cacao messages between her and this actor. She denies it, she says it's fabricated, but he is suing her for slander and defamation. Because these text messages make it seem like she was inviting him to her hotel, and we have these texts, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can pause and read if you want. Now, these messages made it seem like they were pretty close. May not seem like that big of a deal, but there was a complaint filed on February 7th to the Seoul Metropolitan Police. And she also allegedly posted a picture of her hotel the same day that all this came out, so it does make the text seem real, and it makes it seem like she actually did leak it. So, some of the details about the actual lawsuit. Lawyer for the plaintiff, Kim So-yeon, said, "The conversation between Han Seo-hee and defendant A suggests solicitation for sexual intercourse, and when they responded with a delay, she threatened, 'Do you want to die?' A responded, 'Why are you talking so scary?' And then he blocked her," adding, "To induce sexual shame or disgust, and by informing enough harm caused fear due to the delayed response, she threatened him." She then shared this conversation in an open chat where it could be seen by many, applying as if A and the defendant had been having sexual relations, thereby damaging A's reputation. So that's where the case stands now, because he don't want to be associated with her, and because he blocked her, it does seem like a petty revenge thing to make these chats now public. But I don't know, I just find that funny, like, even just sleeping with this bitch will destroy your reputation. This bitch! So if you made it this far in the video, first of all, thanks! Here comes the bonus clout chasing attempts. Honorable mentions, if you will. First, we have BTS's V, who was almost a potential victim of hers. In 2018, while she was doing a live stream, she claimed to participate in underage illegal clubbing with V. They're both 95 liners, so they're both the same age, and she claims this was around his debut when he was a minor. She also claimed that model Kim Ki-bum brought him there. However, there was no evidence that came forward to support these claims, and we also know that Big Hit and Hybe don't play that shit, so she never even tried to go there again.
How about no, you crazy bitch?
Then we have Astro's Chaunu. Nothing really happened here at all, but she really freaked the fans out because she randomly said, "Unu, you are the reason why Korea has a bright future," which apparently was just a genuine compliment, but a lot of people thought this meant that he was going to be her next victim. Because we know what happens when she mentions Korean male celebrities. It's like Korea's Kardashian curse. Yeah, Aroa's literally told her to stay away from him. Next, we have TVXQ's Kim Jae-jun. Han Seo-hee claimed that he was stalking her on social media. She explained how they met in 2005. She said, "I found a relic while going through my albums. The yellow padding is me." She spammed his post saying she's a fan. Then she posted on her IG story tagging him and saying, "Are you spying on me? Why did you do it? I bet you will spy on this too, leaving the fandom." And honestly, this went nowhere. This just seemed like more ramblings of a crazy person desperately clinging to relevancy. By the way, please correct me if I'm wrong with any of this, because the more I dug, the more I found. There were various sources that did various things. That's why I say allegedly a lot, because I'm not sure what is actually true. I tried to stick with multiple sources citing the same thing. We talked a lot about substance abuse in this video, and while I don't in any way, shape, or form condone drug use at all, I also feel like it's kind of a personal thing, and it's not really my business. Like, why does she make so many people's private shit public? Those substances are bad, but at the end of the day, they're not hurting anyone but themselves. And I guess if it gets to a point, you know, loved ones and people close to them and people who care about them. But like, if she was just a user, I would not give anything, any care in the world about what she's doing. But the fact that she's bringing in so many other people and publicly calling these people out, and it seems like she's so actively trying to ruin people's careers and reputations, that's why I find her so problematic. That's just my take. Like, she's gone out of her way to stay relevant by bringing these other people down. This woman is toxic. Anyway, like I said, I did not expect this video to be so long. Thanks for watching. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Annyeong.